Hi guys, it's Jen here doing my 9th Project Life process video. I am back with another spread that is from early April, I believe, and this is from same day as the one that I released on Monday, and this is the Simple Stories I Am collection again. So I like to use the same collection but give it a really different look, and I tend to sort of look at what are the colors in my photos and work with that. And I had an idea to use this doily up at the top, and then I wanted to soften it with the flower, so then I ended up pulling in more pink this time, whereas I only had like blues and yellows in the layout that I did right before this. So I had this all laid out before I turned the camera on. I know that sometimes people like to see the process of picking the papers, but I have just found, especially the week that I was working on this, I find it really hard to fill a voiceover on Project Life videos when they are, like 30 minutes long. So let me know what you think. If you prefer to see more of the process of the picking, or if it's okay for me to just tell you what I was thinking, or anything else that you have to say about the videos, I am very open to feedback and very happy to hear it. So back to the video. Here I have pulled out some tags. These are from the Notes and Things collection, I'm pretty sure. And I had actually bought these at a crop last September and never opened the package. They got put away in my close to my heart bin that I use. I have several of those in my IKEA cart, and I hadn't used them, and then I have been doing some purging and I found these and they're awesome, so I really wanted to use them. So that, along with using up mainly just the I Am collection, is what I used for this one. I also pulled out some thickers that you can see there that were from my, I want to say March hip kit, I think, but I've been using these on everything. I'm pretty sure those are Craft Market thickers, and they're blue, and it has like a little dot as well in the white area. They're really cool, and I have been using them like crazy. So they're going to be one of those fonts where I have no A's and E's and I's left, and still wanting to use them up. So then I tend to try to start cutting them up and faking letters, but it's pretty hard with this font. Anyways, I pulled out some washi tape a bit with this one on that bottom photo there. I put a little bit of pink in each corner just to break it up a little bit from the busier floral background. And I put a little bit on that photo there. It's in the middle row, second from the right. It's probably hard to tell, maybe not for you. Photo's really small for me. That's an espresso machine that we were selling. So I was sort of taking a goodbye photo of it. I know that's sort of silly, but it was a big deal for us to decide to sell that. So I like to include things like that in my Project Life. That photo in the bottom left, if you're wondering what the heckle is going on, this year I was homeschooling my kids, but more accurately it would be that we're distance learning. So we still are associated with a distance learning school, and they still have teachers, but we do all of the work at home, so I don't have to create the curriculum. That's the difference there. And my older son was doing work on I can't remember exactly what it was called, but he was doing stuff around natural disasters. That's not what the actual title is, but he was working on earthquakes, and one of the fun little experiments was to open up an Oreo and use your teeth and scrape along the cream filling of the Oreo, because that actually is a really good visual representation of what happens when one tectonic plate slides underneath another one and causes an earthquake, and it causes the folding, which has caused most of our mountain ranges, if it wasn't volcanic, around the world. So we thought that was really cool, and of course my younger son and I felt like, my older son might do it wrong, haha, so we should have an Oreo too. So I took a selfie while we were doing it. It looks pretty gross actually, but and it was kind of gross because then the front of your teeth is all covered in the cream from the Oreo. Yeah, so that's the photo. That's the story for that photo there. I also used another frame on that photo in the middle left. And then I'm just cutting up bits from the 6x6 paper pad. I'm obviously thinking right now. You see me tapping away with my fingers. And also pulling stickers and labels off of the two 12x12 sheets that I got. I still have tons of embellishments left from this collection, even though I'm almost out of the paper itself, because it comes with so many, which is really terrific, and I love that. Obviously, I'm having some issues here. I have all this stuff sort of spread out around me on the desk, and I'm just kind of looking around and seeing what I think might work. And there I've pulled one of the little cut apart pieces and I've put it up on foam squares. And what I'm trying to do is decide what to do with that blank spot. The blue just seemed like it was really blue. If that makes sense. Like it was really like a sore thumb sticking out. And so switching it over to this striped paper with the flower actually pulled in more. It worked a lot better because I have that black and white spotted doily. I'm pointing to it there. And I'm thinking about whether I want to do more up there. But it kind of pulled that together a lot better, I think. Rather than that really dark blue, which it just seemed like that was the only thing your eye was going to on this layout, rather than the other photos or maybe the date card. So I think I'm getting relatively close to the end here in terms of embellishments, and then I'm going to start doing my journaling. And if you've ever watched my videos before, I've said I keep my journaling fairly minimal for Project Life. If I have a really long story to tell, I will tend to make a 12x12 layout, and I put them all together in my albums. So that will work. It does work quite well. Here I'm using a Slick Writer pen to write. I just wrote right on that one photo. I didn't want to add any embellishments because I just loved the photo, but I just wanted to say where it was to remind ourselves later on. And here on this filler card, I'm using that. Sometimes it's just a filler card, I just put a sticker on it, but sometimes I use it if I have a little bit more to say about the week, or if there's things I don't have photos of that I wanted to note for that week. And really quickly, my method for remembering this is I have a big calendar on my fridge that tears off each month, and I try to write as much on that calendar as I can. And when I get to the end of the month, I rip the sheet off and I actually bring that down to my scrap room and I tuck it with my planner book. And then when I'm doing this week, I can look back and see if there's anything else that I might have forgotten or I want to note down, or if I look at a photo and go, oh my gosh, it's a beach. I totally don't remember where we went this week, especially if I get behind, like right here, because it's June I don't even know, the 6th or the 7th or something today. And this is April that I'm doing, so it would be easy for me to forget where we went that particular weekend. And you can see here on these photos, I have this tag that I've tucked in, and I've written a little bit more than I usually do. But mostly there's a layout about that as well, so I just kind of wrote down things maybe that I didn't put on the layout. Oh, and I did add a little bit more to that card. So here's some quick close-ups of the cards. There's also a photo of the layout itself at the end. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back again on Friday with my last one I did in this session. Bye!